Here we go. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate. Hey guys, welcome to the show Who Has More Rights, Your Wife or Your Toaster? Where the judge is Andrew Tate and the correct answer is the toaster. Yes, today we are talking about Andrew Tate, or as he refers to himself, the top G and the king cobra of all the incels in the land and the granddaddy of believing in yourself too much. If you don't know who Andrew Tate is, who are you? I want to get to know you, learn from you, and find out what it's like to live outside the toxic social smudge that is our world right now. DM me. Andrew Tate, in short, is a former professional kickboxer turned role model, mainly known for his manosphere, which is a circle of men who pat themselves on the back for being sexist and they go to war or something. They really like war, is what I get from them.
You have to understand that life is war. It's a war for the female you want. It's a war for the car you want. It's a war for the money you want.
And Andrew, as the leader of the pack, makes sure he gives his opinion on literally everything. From sushi...
There's no power in sushi. Look at this power. You're telling me you're gonna get power from sushi? What the fuck is wrong with you?
To relationships.
Have you had a serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram.
So the topic of haram is interesting. Andrew converted to Islam a while back, and haram basically means a forbidden sin that you should never commit or you go to hell. What's weird is that 90% of what Andrew does is considered haram in Islam. Tattoos are haram, sex without marriage is haram. So what's up, Andrew, 12 kids, no wife? Maybe he's confusing the word haram with harem? So the reason we are here today is Tate's most recent appearance on Sean Mike Kelly's podcast, The Digital Social Hour. If you haven't seen this podcast, I call it the opposite podcast, where every guest of the show tries to one-up each other in how wrong their opinions are.
Arm gets chopped off. What are you guys doing?
Probably going to a hospital.
Probably the worst thing you could do.
So what would you do if the arm gets chopped off?
I would put butter, honey, and raw meat on it.
Yeah, that's actually how I even use honey butter steak whenever I need an extra hand. I have 4 now, and the shining list of exemplary role models on this show includes the likes of Jack Doherty, the hide behind their bodyguard rage baiter.
I'll never lose a fight, I'm tough.
Myron from Fresh and Fit.
ADD, ADHD, all this other bullshit, all these stupid acronyms. We just need to go back to telling people they're f***ing stupid.
And now the man, the myth, the Tate, finally being released from 5 months of house arrest in Romania, got on a plane, went to Florida, sat down with Sean to play a game of chess and lost, then proceeded to spew out the most amount of concentrated misogynistic propaganda anyone's ever said.
Women need men so much that they'll invent an imaginary boyfriend to get rid of a guy at a bar. They can't even say, get out my face or I'll hit you. That's how useless women are.
Usually when someone appears on his podcast, Sean posts like a couple clips or at most 4 on his platforms like Instagram and TikTok, but this time he did not post 1 or 2 clips. No. It was 45 clips. Andrew came to the podcast and for 3 hours and 48 minutes he yelled out so much unhinged crap that you could get 45 viral clips out of it. And out of those 4 hours, 3 hours of it was about women's rights. No, that doesn't sound right. It was about women not having rights.
Why has feminism even garnered women? What has it even gained them?
What it gained them? Like freedom? F that. Who wants to be free? Like what are we on thinking women wanted to have choices?
Because before feminism, a woman and a man met, and the man had to marry her because of societal pressure. The woman's at home, she obeys her husband.
Oh, she had to obey her husband. I forgot about that. What a great benefit that they have lost over the years. I'm sure women are just wishing for the good old days where they could go back to obeying their husbands. Now they have to do the opposite. They have free will. What is that? Ew. And if you need a reminder of how good women had it back in the day, here's an excerpt from the 1950s called How to Look After Your Husband. Prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you will be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup, put a ribbon in your hair, and be fresh looking. Be a little gay and a little more interesting. His boring day may need a lift. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise. Be happy to see him, greet him with a warm smile, and be glad to see him. Remember, be happy and be fucking glad. Don't greet him with problems or complain. Don't complain if he's late for dinner. Maybe he had a date with his mistress. Let him talk first. Never complain. Try to make your home a place of peace and order where your husband can renew himself in. It's amazing how technology was advancing back then. We were on the verge of creating house-made robots. Shame feminism put a stop to that.
Now, I'm not saying all of these were perfect. Obviously, a small percentage of these, the man may have been abusive or he may have hurt the woman.
A small percentage, huh? The feminism movement started in 1948. Let's take a gander at the rate of domestic abuse around that time, shall we? So, according to a study conducted in Chicago in the 50s, 1 in 8 women had been at least beaten once in their marriage. Such a small percentage. Like, it wouldn't even come up in a chart. You wouldn't even see it. Sir, we are under attack. Oh my god, what are the losses? 1/8 of our army has been destroyed. Are you kidding me? What? Why did you even bother me with this puny damage? Sir, they are moving fast. Another 8 has been taken over. What are they attacking with? An army of bunnies? Sir, we are gonna lose this war. It's all in your head. Don't worry about it. Oh my god. What happened to me? You have been in an explosion. How bad is it, doctor? You've lost 1/8 of your body. Oh, thank god. I thought it would be something bad. It was your genitals. No! I can still smash though, right? What?
Of course, we're humans. But by and large, I would say most people were happy within their marriages. But women didn't want to listen to men. Women didn't want to obey their husbands.
Most people were happy, the women weren't happy, but women aren't considered people, so the husband, the people were happy. And it's crazy how the women ruined it for all the people, which were the men, the husbands. So other than attacking feminism, Andrew opens up about his worries for his daughters growing up and having to accept the fact that they are going to be dating people, which would have been fine if he was even a little bit not absolutely out of his mind about this.
Why should she try and choose her lifelong partner at 18? And I will answer, well, if she ain't choosing her lifelong partner, what's she choosing? Is that what we want now? And abortions? Maybe I'm supposed to say that my daughters at 18 don't have to worry about getting married and having a family. They can worry about getting and abortions. I don't want my daughters getting plowed by dudes they're not going to be with for the rest of their life.
Whoa. He's clearly trying to min-max his emotions to stay calm about this, which is clearly working out great for him by the way the veins in his hands are popping out from him clenching his fist so hard.
I don't think that young women should be making their own choices about who their lifelong partners are. When a father chooses a woman's partner, it seems to last much longer than if the woman chooses.
And this data is backed by what exactly? So you might say he's referring to arranged marriages, and yes, studies show that arranged marriages last longer than romantic ones in general, but you have to know that those are only done in traditional countries where divorce is not only frowned upon, you become a social outcast if you divorce your husband. So that is not acceptable as a comparison and as a model of marriages lasting longer.
The best thing I can hope for my daughter is that when she's 19, is that she's a 10 out of 10 beauty and that she manages to bag herself a 55-year-old billionaire. So do we think an 18-year-old girl can make a smart decision about who she's going to be with for the rest of her life? No. A woman should absolutely be with a man older than her, and absolutely a father should be in charge of choosing who she's with.
Damn right he should. Doesn't matter if the girl doesn't love him or anything. Doesn't even matter if the girl wants to get married. What matters is that the marriage lasts longer, so that your daughters can have less sex with other people. Honey, now that you're 18, I have made the decision to marry you off. Wait, what? Yes, it's time you get married. I have a boyfriend. I don't want to get married. No, Andrew Tate said I need to marry off my daughter at 18 cause it lasts longer that way. That makes zero sense. And I found the perfect partner for you. Is that a piece of rope? Your bond will last forever. I don't know what this is about, but you better get that out of my sight. It's either this or a 55-year-old man. Want me to call Jerry? Just give me the noose. I mean rope. And other than his daughters, Andrew had some very strong opinions on how you should spend time with women.
Your testosterone levels because you're sitting around with a girl on date nights eating chocolates under a blankie watching Netflix. And you call yourself a fucking man.
Oh heavens no! How darest thee foul creature, passing thy weekend, partaking in chocolatey treats, watching anime? Yes, I included the anime, as I know you've been meaning to watch Solo Leveling with your girlfriend. Shame on you. What happened to me?
Oh, but she's my girlfriend. You're hey, no wonder your testosterone levels.
Bro, just chill. Like, what is making you do this? You made your cult, made your money. You can just relax now. Why are you running at full speed while sitting down? And why is the alternative that you say not appealing at all?
You don't hang around with the guys and say, woman, I'm busy. I'm busy with the guys. Leave me alone. You don't spend enough time with men. You're not going to war. You're not combative. You're not training. You're not fighting. You're not talking about fighting. You're not under enough pressure or stress.
Literally just said I'm stressed all the time. How is that better than chilling with your girlfriend? And also being so anti-woman and calling everyone who spends time with their partner gay while you advocate spending all your time with men. I don't know, maybe you're repressing some stuff? And lastly, Tate announced he'd like to become the governor of Florida.
If I have to run for governor, I'm pretty busy, but I'll have to do it myself. My campaign policy is that I follow the commander-in-chief. I'll do what Trump wants. Florida will be run by Trump because I'll literally just ask Trump and do everything Trump says.
Wait a minute, so you're just gonna follow the leader of the pack, no questions asked? Isn't that kind of beta? Shouldn't that be off-brand for you? But he's willing to do it because he's extremely concerned with men's rights, even though they are rights men already have.
Florida will be a state where a man can have a wife again.
Yeah, nowhere in the world is it illegal to have a wife. That is like the one thing that the whole world somehow agrees on of all things.
A man can be respected in his household, a man can raise his own kids, and a man can be a man.
Again, you can be a man. Who is cutting penises in Florida? Can someone inform me of what is going on in there right now?
When are we gonna stick up for men's rights? We're the ones who build the roads. We're the ones who build all the buildings. We're the ones who die in wars. I've never heard any politician talk about men's rights ever.
Yeah, that's because you have them. Other minorities did not have the rights you have. You can't have more rights. There are not more rights you can have. They wanted the rights you have. Like, you can't make more rights. You already have all of them.
We suffer more than the average female will ever suffer. We're the one who goes to work all day. We're dealing with all this crap all the time. And what thanks do we get for it? None.
Okay, that's just sad now. He just wants a thank you. Well, if that's what it takes to make you calm down a bit, I, as the representative of all the people in the world who made you feel wronged, will tell you this with sincerity and wholeheartedly. Your daughters will probably have sex with a bunch of guys, deal with it. That's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and make sure you're subscribed. Again, the big project is not done yet, but it is almost there and it will come out, I promise. I would turn on that notification just in case it comes out, like suddenly. See you next time, where I go to war with Andrew Tate's war room using another room where you can chill under a blanket and watch Netflix with your girlfriend in peace. Bye.